Hi everyone, welcome to day 83. Today we will continue from the yesterday's journey where we stopped with the problem of changing the username, password, name or phone number. With that, we will also see the remaining part of user review from the user side where user will put them under review. So that is the API we need to develop and we will be developing that today. So let's go back to Jira and see. We will mark those things. Those two are in the progress. So we will try to finish it by today. And then we will move towards other if time persists. So let's get back to the code. In the code, if you remember, we were looking at this part. Now we have added the password. If you remember, we have also added the new password. That could be possibly an option we need to check. So let's mark that as parser dot add argument new password. And same we will be receiving here. And we will check only for phone number and we will also check for name as well. Again, the message will remain same. Name required. And now user will be current user. Now we don't require any access token or something. So now what we will do? We will verify the user if password matches. So to verify the user, what we will do? We will write utils dot verify password. Password, comma, user dot password. Now that is the same condition with the user. We will be verifying the password, right? If not, if doesn't matches, what we will do? And where will this util? We will find the utils. We have to import that util from here. We'll also remove these two. We didn't require that. Return with a message. Incorrect password. Comma 401. Now we are converting them into try and catch. So let's do that. Try. Let me do that here. Accept. Incoming error. We'll import that. We have imported that here. Now we have just set up that, and we will return db.session.rollback, and then finally return message database error. That will be 500. So this is one part. Now let's do the try first. So in the try, what we will do, we will check the user with with those filters. Username already exists. We will return 409. But there could be possibility that username will already exist for the same user. So let's check that. If user and user.id is not equals to user.id, so both id should not match, then only we can say that. And similarly, there could we will check for multiple things. That is, let's say we will check for phone number, and similarly for email. Now just remove this. So now we know that the password is verified, because if it's had, it will be here. Instead of user, we will use user. Now we don't require access token. Email, similarly, we will change the user.name is equals to name, comma. Now if new password, because if new password exists, what we will do, we will do a functional check. I have made it just a function. So let's remove this. Now we will do all of these things. We don't have to send a password. New token. We will have to send the name as well. So we have sent name, phone, email, username, and new token, which we have instantiated here. And we don't require these things again to recheck that or any sort of things. 201 just updated. Also, if not of any of these other, so except exception as e, db.session.rollback, return the message error occurred as e, some unknown error, so 500. So let's see if this runs or not. cd backend. If code runs, we are not checking the testing of it right now. We will do that as well. Don't worry about it. Now we will activate source vnv slash pin slash activate. Also, yesterday we made the user admin part, but we don't have not added that. User ID, we are taking user ID both, but this is as argument, but this is not as argument. This is also an argument. So we have to add that in the app.py as well. So let's add that. And instead of this, now I will use, I will use star. Now let's add this. Slash API slash admin slash user. The class name is user admin. Let's see if it's work. Now you can see these all are not working. So let me try something. Let me add a new file where it will be underscore underscore init underscore underscore dot py. Make it a package. Still, if it's not work, we will again import those things. Nothing to worry. We will import everything. So now I guess it will work. By the time, let me create one more APIs. A user review part will be done, and that to come from user admin. Most of the things will remain same. Now what we require, just this class user review API, which will inherit resource class. Again, this will mark user for review. It will go into some changes as well. Auth token required and @ roles required. Only user can access this. Def put self this will update the under review column. Now we will require some inputs. So again, for input, nothing, we will just copy paste those things. We required user ID, comma location is equals to args. Now args equals to parser dot parse now this will be user underscore ID. Now if it's not there, return message user ID required, comma 301. So let's say I don't find something. Now if it's there, what we will do, based on that user ID, we will update those things. So we require db operation. What we will do, try user equals to user dot query dot filter by user ID equals to user ID dot first. For the timing, let's create exception as e db dot session dot rollback, return message error occurred. as e comma 500. Similar to that, there should be one except for db. Now, if user, if not user, return message user not found. 404. But if found, user dot under review is equals to true, and then db dot commit, because we have to commit those changes. Now we will return a message user is marked for review. And now this should be not user. We will make a function. This should be user dot username. So now we have marked this for review. We have modified the user table in the profile page, in the user admin page, in the user side as well. So we have made changes. Now we have to make changes in the users as well. So where in the login, we will check one more check for that user. So when login, if it's blocked, now here, so this should be changed. Found the user. We don't need to verify the password. Now temp user dot status double equals to blocked. If return message user blocked, method not allowed. It should be unauthorized now. Right? So we cannot allow login for blocked user. I hope this is interesting and you have understood the concepts of these things. So Now all of these things are ready. The part for user review, part for user API modification. So let's see. Name which contains user, also add role column that grants the functionality for user. For block login is not allowed. We have done that. If allowed, then token is generated on all sort of those things is their profile. In profile, the changes is allowed. The changes are sent. So these all are done. And also we are just a few minutes away where we'll close up these things. So today we learned about modifying the user and we are almost finished for that. Now tomorrow let's start with search API and we will work towards that. So what we will do in search API, we will do something as a query parameter text input, and based on that we will do search. So we will do not we do something a small kind of search operations that can be executed at good level, but we will try to implement it at a better position. I hope that will be a good two things to show. So I hope you enjoyed the session. Let's join tomorrow to build together and bond together and build this social connect a better application. Thank you everyone.